Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution. Today we are continuing on with the Sorna 1993 park build. We'll be finishing it up today. Pretty exciting stuff. Taking a look at our herbivore sort of ecosystem research area that we built last time, because I didn't really get a chance to look at the whole thing. They're frolicking. They're thriving. It's great. Alright, so we've now completed the entertainment area and the science area, so all left us now is security, which is going to be this sort of side section. The whole area is going to be security. We're going to do a couple of different carnivore exhibits that basically purpose is going to be like testing like security measures and like threat response protocols, stuff like that, you know? Use your imagination for this one. All it really is going to amount to is a couple of carnivore exhibits with like some different styles of fencing and things around it. So yeah, for this one, I'm basically going to use a carnivore from each sort of size group that I haven't really used very much, just to, you know, give them a little bit of attention, because the series is nearing the end and there are some dinosaurs I have not used very much at all, so gotta fix that. So basically I'm going to use one small, one medium, one large carnivore that I haven't used very much yet in the series. It'll be pretty sick. Start by building a little path, and we're going to actually pass this little lower area first, just to make sure the path actually gets through before I start building exhibits and like block myself into a corner or something. That would suck. Okay, so once again, this video is post-commentary. I mentioned it last time, but if for some reason you didn't watch last time, first of all, why? Why would you skip to part 4? And second of all, just a reminder, yeah, this is post-commentary because I'm stupid and somehow the audio didn't record properly the first time, and now here we are, barbecue sauce on our titties. And I am praying this is the last post-commentary I'm going to have to do for the entire series, because I already have half of the next park build recorded, and nothing's gone wrong yet for that, knock on wood. So I'm hoping, as long as I'm not stupid, as long as I'm careful, I should be good. You know, I've switched up my recording procedure sort of thing. Like I've, you know, used Audacity now instead of just recording on my phone like an idiot. And I've kind of figured out some tricks for having these recordings go smoothly, so hopefully that should prevent any further shenanigans. Alright, so I'm going to flatten this area out a bit. And this sort of bend here, I actually lied. This is the part where I'm going to smooth out the whole path, which is actually a long process, and I think I'm just going to speed it up. So, because it's not going to be very fun to watch or fun to listen to me try to give post-commentary over it. So I'm just going to see you in a minute once I get this all smoothed out. Alright, well, that's that taken care of for now. So now I'm going to start getting the dinosaurs incubated. So I'm going to start with the small and medium sized carnivores. For the small, I'm definitely using Dilophosaurus because I've barely used any. I think I've used at least two, which is not very many considering how awesome of a dinosaur it is. And then I'm For medium, I think I end up going with Majungasaurus. Because again, I think I've only used one so far in this entire series, which is a shame because it's a pretty cool dinosaur. I might have used two. I can't even remember. This has been a long series, and it's been very spread out over many, many months and even years, so. But this time for real, I'm like determined to finish this, so damn it, I'm gonna do it. Just checking out the previous areas, look pretty cool. Here's our paleobotany area, and then all at top ecosystem research. I think I'm trying to get an idea of like what to do for like the main sort of hub plaza sort of area for the security division, because each division sort of has one, like a circle with water in the middle and then buildings around it. But until then, we can use this kind of bend area, flatten her out, and put some buildings in the middle, and then have an exhibit on each side. Which basically means this would be a terrible place to be if the power went down or something went wrong and all the dinosaurs escaped. Because you're right in the middle of two carnivore exhibits. Like, either way you try to run, you're screwed, pretty much. So, it's comforting. I actually changed my mind. I think I'm going to still try to put down the storm defense station for a little bit, but eventually I changed my mind and put something else there. Because one thing I thought about is, like, if it's all about security, you probably should have an emergency shelter, just because, if you're going to test, like, security measures and stuff, how to deal with a crisis, or if there is a crisis with all these carnivores, you're going to want to have a security shelter really close at hand. But first, I got to fuck around with viewing platforms. So that side's going to be the medium carnivore, and then this side is a bit smaller, so it'll actually be the small carnivore exhibit. And that's the barrier, so I got to not aim that way. There we go. Now I got to attach them and somehow make them look good. There's a mediocre looking path. Good enough. Yeah, and here we go. I'm like, I should put a security shelter. That looks like crap, though. We know it's not of use here. The storm defense station. Looks cool, but it's... sorry. Looks cool, but it's not really of use. Alright. What am I doing? Yeah, I think I just decided. Yeah. Looks good enough, I'd say. Alright, now for the actual exhibits. I'm going to start with the small carnivore. And here we're going to use electrified fences. I almost never do, but I like the blinking lights on top. And if it's security, you're going to want to test electrified fences out. See how effective those are. Or say you're like, I don't know, developing electrical fences that might work and you're testing them out on the dinosaurs and you might switch them out or something. Say it's like a, I don't know. It's a fence that they'll like modify or something over time just to get that perfect design that'll actually keep the dinosaurs in. And then for the other two, I'm just going to do a concrete wall and then electrified concrete. So, a nice little variety. Basically increasing levels of security as the dinosaurs inside get more dangerous, which makes sense. That's how it should work. Now I gotta make it look decent. It's already a pretty severe hill, so I've been like trying to experiment with hills and stuff. Well, this exhibit kind of does it for me. It's just a natural hill. The only challenge then is putting in water and having it not look stupid, which just involves flattening the lowest part and then plopping the water down. Smooth her out. And throw a little pond in there. Sick. Alright, I think there's a lot. Yeah, the Dilophosaurus is ready. God, they're so cool. Oh no, I skipped the cutscene. Why'd I do that? I think it was an accident. Yeah, he's cool. And I mean, this could even be testing things like pack behavior and stuff like that. Because if you're going to try to keep in dangerous animals, you're going to want to understand how they work together. Because like in original Jurassic Park, they had the raptors that would like coordinate attacks like on the fences when the feeders came and stuff. So they were trying to like use teamwork to find weaknesses and escape. So it'd help to understand how they work together. So now we have a pack animal to test that on. I mean, Dilophosaurus isn't. I don't think they're quite in the league of raptors when it comes to intelligence, but they're still pack hunters. And this ends up being a fairly uninspired exhibit when it comes to the actual terrain. I mean, I put down some trees and stuff, make it sort of swampy and jungly, I guess you could say. Now you block the feeders from view. Good job. I think I'm mainly trying to block the fence from view, well, at least partially, from the interior. I think here I ended up deciding to do like a little bit of like practice with terrain. So I'm like, it's an empty little area. Let's do something cool here rather than just fill it with trees. It's the lazy route. For once in my life, I'm not going to be lazy. So I go with like a little rock and try to color the ground to match and make it look pretty decent. It's a somewhat delicate operation. Throw some shale in there too, because why not? Gotta take advantage of it before it's gone. Not bad. Could be better, though. Oh, yeah. Flowers as well. Flowers help. I think this week I'm just gonna finish up the next park and then set up a time to record with Sam and just finish off the series entirely. Just keep going right to the very end before I can get distracted again, or life can get in the way and stop me from finishing this, because it's been too long. Been trying to finish this series for like literally over a year, and I just keep getting distracted by other things, or losing motivation, or life gets busy and I can't really find time to make these. But I'm actually close to finishing this one, so damn it, I'm gonna just sprint to the finish line. About time. I've been getting a lot of good ideas for series to do on the channel that aren't this, and I really want to get this done so I can work on those. Branch out a bit, you know. Looks pretty good, I'd say. I think I'm moving this just into the line of sight of the actual tower a bit more. That's good. Alright, that should be that for that exhibit. So now I have the medium carnivores to do. Gotta start with a blank slate as usual. So this one I think ends up being sort of a like a little valley. Very shallow valley, but a little slope down to the middle where there's a little pond. Kind of how it is now, but I'm just gonna tweak it a little bit. Honestly, that's fairly decent already. Nice gradual slope. More rolling plains than dense forest. That's a lost cause. You're not gonna fix that. Yeah, no matter what I do, it's just gonna look like hilly shit. Just smooth it out and don't look too close at it from now on. It's the best you can do. Look at that, it's terrible. I hate it, but what option is there other than just deleting the entire path and starting over, which is not an option. At least I hope it's not. Please don't do it. Just stop. Just stop fighting it. Yeah, that right there is where I admit defeat. Smooth it out. Look away. Just ignore it. Sometimes the paths do things that you can't stop. I've learned that the hard way. Alright, yeah, so here we go. Concrete walls this time. So this time we're like, I don't know. See, we protected against smaller dinosaurs that kind of coordinate together. Now we're using the concrete wall to try to stop more powerful dinosaurs. And the last one, I think the story is it's just basically for like threat response. So you have the biggest, most terrifying dinosaur of all in the park, and basically, I mean, obviously you have a really strong fence to keep it in, but the thing you really want to be able to do is make sure that if it does escape, you have like contingencies. So maybe, I don't know, it's an area where you do drills or practice that kind of thing. Who knows? I'm just making it up as I go along, really. For the purposes of building, it's just a big enclosure with a big dinosaur in it, which is cool. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it's definitely just going to be a kind of a grassland exhibit rather than forest. Which is good, I could use more of those. I still have this urge to just fill empty spaces with trees, and it's not a good habit to get into. Because then your exhibits just become really boring. Well, more boring than usual, in my case. But I am using more terrain tools, so it's, getting practice in. Here I'm trying to resist that urge, but it's sort of failing me. Yeah, here I'm like, okay, too many trees. Just tone it back a little bit. Just a teeny little bit. Honestly, just stop there. Maybe like a few trees here. Then stop. Good, now I just need a feeder. Please remember a feeder. I think I do eventually, but first we gotta get them out of the actual hatchery. Majungasaurus. Pretty sick. There's only one area left in the park to build, really. It'll be a pretty easy one, I think. God, it's dark. Alright, so now I'm trying to decide like how to do this from because I want it to be kind of a loop, unlike the other section, where it's just a dead end, really. But it might be a little bit of a challenge. I don't remember this very well. This is a long time ago I recorded this. Oh yeah, so this is the last episode of this particular park build, so as usual, it's time to talk about the next one. The next one, which I've already started recording, will be on Nublar North. And it will be another safari park. This time, it's a Jurassic tour, first of all. But second of all, the main difference is the sort of way I'm going to be splitting up the dinosaurs. So last time, it was like by continent, which sort of meant by environment. But this time, basically, I'm just going to make various biomes and put dinosaurs in there, regardless of what continent they came from, what actual environment they came from, that sort of fit. Essentially, I'm going to be making dinosaurs that represent various animals in the modern times that would live in that environment. So, for example, I'll do like a, I don't know, savanna, and I have to find a dinosaur to represent like a lion, a giraffe, whatever, And then kind of give them color schemes that match, and just make an overall environment that sort of resembles like modern ecosystems, but it's just dinosaurs and its various biomes, and I think it'll be pretty cool. So that'll be coming next. As I said, I've already started building it, and it's turning out pretty cool so far, but it's a lot of work to... Because the main focus this time is like on the actual environments. Again, it's kind of like the last safari park where the whole purpose was to build cool terrain rather than like cool design shit with like paths or whatever. Almost no paths or anything. So... And actually, spoilers, I decided that I'm not actually going to do a Jurassic tour. I'm going to do a park tour, because I'm going to do this one as my last park on the Jurassic Park era. I think I said previously I was only going to do the one park in the Jurassic Park era, but I decided not to, because the very last park's going to have to be Jurassic World era for it to work properly. At least to be able to do all the things I want to do. So this will be my last chance to use the Jurassic Park era. Pretty much ever, because I'm almost done with this game on my channel entirely, so. I think here I try to make some cool, like, shape that's not a circle, but I eventually give up. Because it looks stupid. I'm like, let's make a cool little neat shape, but I underestimated, like, how difficult that would be to make it look good with the path tool. So I end up giving up, but here, watch me struggle for a minute first. Do that, and then I look at it and I go, wow, that's stupid looking. That's not joining properly. Isn't that great? Then eventually I just give up. Yeah. Nope, still fighting it. Just give up. Just quit while you're ahead. Can't quite get it. Nope. Yep. Just give up. Just do a circle. It's so much easier. Just stop trying. Terrible lesson for kids, but sometimes you gotta just give up. Your parents will never tell you this, but sometimes just give up. Oh no, I'm not done yet. I'm trying to make a cool little, like, ellipse sort of shape, and then I quickly realize that's stupid too, because it's not going to join in the right. Just stop trying. No, I'm still trying. That was devoted to this idea. Gotta give you that. Even though it sucks. I mean, I think any second I should realize, no, it's not gonna work. Just stop. It looks terrible. Just stop. Yep. And now here I go. Ready? Circle. The lazy solution, but the only one that actually looks good, so. Alright, I might have sped that up too, because it wasn't very interesting. Alright, should be pretty easy from here on out. Just connect the path, put some buildings down around it, make it look decent, and then build an exhibit, throw a dinosaur in, and bada bing, bada boom. Oh, also complete the loop. Forgot about that part. That's plenty of room for a... Actually, I think I need a, yeah, viewing gallery, even. So now I gotta make this look good, too. Saw that coming from a mile away. Don't you just feel the rage bubbling up? Even through the screen, like, you can just tell. Oh, man. I can almost hear the sigh through time. Now I gotta put all that shit back again. Oh my god. This is the kind of stuff I'm not gonna miss about this game, to be completely honest with you. Oh my god. What a pain. Anyway. Now, all that just to put down a stupid viewing gallery. That's a pretty decent idea, though. Use a lot of space by putting it kind of off to the side there and then making a cool little curvy path to connect it. And I also need a sort of headquarters area for security, so security center. This is why I'm saying this area is like for testing threat response or something, because it's got like the actual security building in it, like the headquarters and everything. So maybe it's for, like, I don't know, testing behaviors and containment stuff, but then also for kind of threat response sort of thing. I don't know. Having a security area like in a research facility is kind of a difficult thing to have and have it make sense, so I'm doing my best here. You gotta just deal with it. Alright, the Majungas are probably dying because I let them sit there unconscious for 20 minutes, but they'll be fine. Just throw them in water and they come back to life. It's like, what is it? Water bears? They kind of just go comatose and then you just throw them in water and they're fine. Is that water bears? I can't remember. What animal is that, guys? Animal or animals? They're animals that just, like, kind of stop existing. Or they stop living, but then they come back to life when there's water. It's kind of impressive. There's, like, fish that do that too, right? I don't know. I'm guessing about this stuff. I'm not a zoologist? Biologist? I don't know. What's that career? The person who studies the actual wildlife. Like, I mean, like, I know you do that with biology and everything, but when I think of biologist, I think of people who work on, like, I don't know, fucking around with cells and shit. I suppose there's, like, physics, it's like branches of it, so you can do whatever. I mean, the job is probably a zoologist or a conservationist or a ecologist or whatever, and you could probably have it with multiple degrees, just like physics. So I'm gonna stop talking because I probably sound stupid. I'm just gonna build an enclosure and throw a dinosaur in it. That bothers me. It's a curve on one side and a sharp edge on the other side. No can do. Better. Alright, then I just gotta build this actual area and then they're dinosaur in it. I think I'm just gonna fill this with either trees or flowers. Because I'm too lazy to do anything else now. Just building that simple circle and throwing a viewing gallery down and having the terrain not go crazy wore me out. It's too much. Killed the last of my motivation. There. So the whole layout of the park's pretty much done now. And now here I'm realizing, oh, hang on. I did give him a feeder. Okay. Wasn't paying attention when I did that, I guess. Brilliant. Cool. I just finish this exhibit up and throw the Majungasaurus, or the Giga, in. And there we go. I've only used one Giga so far, I think. Right? I've only used one Giga so far, so that's good that I'm using one here. I think the only dinosaur I've not made yet in this entire series is the Maiasaura. Because, like, Corythosaurus I had to make because of the movie Dinosaur Park. And Kylodocus I had to make because it's a hybrid and it's part of DLC and stuff. But Maiasaura is part of the main game. But it also sucks. And it's not from any movies. So it's like, there's no reason I would have had to use it. There's no reason I want to use it either. But I'll be making one. I guess 4, because I'll need to make 4 for a future park, but only using it one time in the whole series, thank God. Because they're ugly fuckers. I don't like them at all. As I've made pretty clear by complaining about them like every time I've made them ever in this series. I'm pretty good at complaining. Oh, the tree on top of the hill. It's pretty sick. Here I'm definitely doing very sparse trees. Not a lot of them at all. Just a couple here and there, and then grassland. A few trees are on the edge just to make it not so empty. That's probably good. But I keep going. See, it's this urge I have to fill empty spaces with trees. It's just what I do. My brain says, fill it with trees. Cool. Well, that's pretty much done. Just throw the dinosaur in and finish her up. God, the Giga's so cool. Look how big he is. And the roar is my favorite part. Ready? Damn. It's got this like low growly sound to it that even like the T-Rex doesn't have. I love it. Well, I mean, there's definitely sort of a growl to the T-Rex's roar, but I feel like the Giga's more like a raspy sort of sound. That one's more raspy, and then the Indominus is like a screech to the roar. Are really cool in their own ways, but I think the Giga is super cool because it's like low and raspy and just honestly really scary. All right. Well, I think I'm done. So, yeah, I'm kind of looking at the completed park right now. And I think we're done. Look at all the mist down there. It's such a cool look. I love that, how the paths wind along like the cliffside and find these little flat areas and just cram all these exhibits right in there. It's pretty cool. So yeah, just move the Giga over and then we're pretty much done here. So yeah, stay tuned for the tour, which will be coming out very soon. Tour, and then the next park, as I said, on Nublar North, the safari park by sort of biome, I guess, which I think will be really cool. So this is 10 parks done, and the end is really in sight now. So it's pretty exciting. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like down below. Comment something, whatever, I don't know, comment something. And subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss any future videos on the channel. But that's all I got for you guys in this episode. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.